Scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with a Spiegelmom scraps layout. So this is the first one that I made towards the beginning of the month of August, but this month has been super crazy with me going back to work and everything that I haven't really had a chance to post any videos. So here I am finally the last week posting all of my Spiegelmom scraps videos. I hope you love them as much as I do. Anyway, so you can see here, I have these 3 photos, and this is my youngest son, Tinian. This was back in 2016, and this was our first Halloween at this new house, and Mark had been an amazing dad and made this awesome little costume for Tinian. And it is a Minecraft armor suit, I guess is what he called it. It's the Diamond Armor Steve outfit or armor, I don't know. I'm not a Minecraft guru, but my kids are, so I knew immediately I wanted to use these photos for this layout because I wanted to incorporate this brand new ink road stamp set that I had bought a couple weeks ago and I hadn't had a chance to use yet. So I was super excited. I'm also doing this layout for a Secret Not Secret Kit Club challenge. It was to use 6x6 pads and your newest stamp set. So that would be, I think it said actually your oldest 6x6 stamp pads or 6x6 paper pads. And so I had these 2 that kind of went along with the colors of fall and Tinian's costume. So here you can see I'm going to spend quite a while making a bunch of these stamps and stamping them out and then cutting them out and putting them on the layout. So I'm not going to show you my whole process, but I absolutely love how this turns out. So my idea to use the 6x6 paper pads was obviously to mat the photos. So I did a big mat around the middle photo, and then on the 2 side photos I'm just gonna leave without a mat, and I really like how that turns out. Here you can see I'm using a scrap piece of paper, and I think this was from the Chamel collection. I think it was Starshine or something around one of her first or second collections. And so I'm just going to use a bunch of different colors of pattern papers, and I'm going to stamp out one of the little, I think it's like an axe or something. For some reason, I decided to use a different stamp than the one he's actually using. So yeah, I'm not sure why I did that. Okay, so here you can see I've cut out a bunch of those pickaxes, I think is what they're called. The one he is holding in the photo is something different. I'm not sure what that one's called. Told you, I'm not a Minecraft guru. Anyway, you can see that I am going to be adding some pattern papers up in that top left-hand corner to kind of have a little embellishment cluster up there. And I've placed all of the little pickaxe stamps around the layout in the 3 different cluster areas that I want them. And I'm actually going to do quite a few more of these stamps. And I'm going to do that off camera, and then I'm going to glue them all down off camera. So you don't have to watch all of it. But I did kind of want you to get an idea of kind of what I'm doing with each cluster here. I'm just kind of going through papers and trying to find ways to cover up that piece of paper that I think I had used that as a mat, and then I decided I didn't want to use that one. So when I pulled it up, it ripped a piece of the paper, and so it made it white. Now here I am going to, let's see, I'm going to glue down the yellow pattern, well, I guess it's not really pattern paper, but the yellow paper. It does go from light yellow to dark yellow, so it is an ombre pattern, which is fun. And then here I'm going to bring in this pretty blue paper that I have in my August kit that I'm trying to work through. It's my stash kit. I totally forgot what that word was. And this is the first layout I made for How to Kill a Kit with Style for the month of August. So the yellow paper actually was not in my kit, but this blue paper was in my kit. And I think that was actually the only paper that was from my kit, besides the blue paper and the colored papers that I think were the Chamel pattern paper. That one was in my kit as well. So here I'm just gluing everything down, and I'm just having so much fun. I really, really love how this layout turns out. I had kind of a different idea when I first started it. Like, at first, I wasn't planning on doing that cluster up at the top, and actually, now that I'm looking at it, I kind of wish I had made it a little bit of a smaller pattern paper cluster and added more of the Minecraft stamps, but it's okay. I love it. I love how it turns out. It's awesome. So now I'm just going to glue down the photos. And then I'm going to start gluing down all of the stamps and the sequins. So here at first I'm thinking I'm going to keep them in 3 distinct clusters. Then as I start going on, I decide to kind of change that up. Here I'm going to add another one of these. I'm not even sure what this is, if this is supposed to be like a block or something, but I just stamped it out and decided to use it as it is, and I cut those into just squares. So yeah, no idea what I'm stamping out here. Probably should have asked my kids. Okay, so now here you can kind of see me putting the stamps together, and now I'm going to pour out the sequins, and this is where I decide to kind of connect those 2 top embellishment clusters and just make them kind of one going down from the top to that second cluster. And I really like how that turns out. So I think this is pretty much all I'm going to do. I do add a title, but I don't think I record it because I kind of forgot to do that until after the fact. So I'm not going to make you sit and watch all of this. But here you do see me gluing down the sequins and gluing down each of these stamps, and that is pretty much all that I do on camera. And this layout did take quite a while. I think it took an hour and a half just from all of the stamping and then all of the fussy cutting each of the stamps out. And I didn't actually record all of the stamps because here you can see I just have the pickaxe and a few other, like 2 other things, like the blocks and then that Keep Calm and Mine On. But in the finished photos, you will see that I did add some hearts and some little yellow creepers and my title. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy this and that, I don't know, I'm super excited with how it came out. Make sure that you come on over or head on over to the Spiegelmom Scraps Insta stories. I will have close-up photos over there and all of that. I am just on the Instagram team, so I don't post on her actual YouTube team, but so that's why I post on my YouTube channel. I will have links to all of the shop and all of the items that I used. And yeah, I hope that you guys have a great scrappy week. Bye!